First tonight, Network Rail has warned that disruption between London and Bedford is expected to continue for a week following Friday's fatal train crash. A train driver who was killed has been named as Sean Burton. He was 60 years old. About 100 people were also injured when two East Midlands railway services collided near Bedford. 9 people remain in a critical condition in hospital. Sam Reid reports.
The family of 60-year-old Sean Burton say they are devastated. He died while driving a Corby to London train on Friday. Support needed at a difficult time for railway workers.
Hugely sad that we're having to face something like this that's very unusual. But we always say we're a railway family, that we pull together in any situation and support each other.
The crash between two trains heading in the same direction also left 100 people injured. Today, these cranes were ready to lift the trains off the tracks, while material was brought in to help build a temporary road. Cranes on road and rail will be needed for the complex operation. East Midlands Railway say the work means no services will run south from here in Bedford all next week. They say passengers should only attempt essential journeys. Limited buses will go from here to Luton, where Thameslink services will go on to the capital. There's wider disruption too, northbound and on some other routes. But the impact on passengers doesn't compare to the loss for Sean Burton's loved ones. Sam Reid, BBC Look East, Bedford.
A man has been charged with attempted murder after a 20-year-old man was seriously injured in Ipswich on Friday night. It happened just before 10 p.m. outside the Co-op in Fircroft Road. Police say the man was hit by a car, trapping him against a wall. Brandon Mann, who's 20, has been charged with attempted murder and dangerous driving. Meanwhile, jubilant scenes in Northampton today as the town's rugby team paraded their championship trophy. Thousands of Saints fans lined the streets as an open-top bus worked its way from the stadium at Franklin's Gardens to the Guildhall in the town. James Burridge joined them.
A triumphant return for some weary-looking but title-winning Northampton Saints in front of packed supporters. Champions of English rugby for the second time in 3 years.
It means so much to me. We were at Twickenham yesterday. We support the Saints. I feel like crying because Furbank's leaving. Absolutely amazing.
Just shows you how special Northampton is to rugby town. And I think it's so easy to forget.
Superstar Henry Pollock whipped up the crowds. Departing skipper George Furbank lifted the trophy.
Feels like a dream. I didn't think my first season was going to be this great. Coming here with all these boys and just the community that is here is something special.
There are loads of people that are influenced by what we do, and we don't see that day to day. It just means so much to us, and we realise the impact that we actually do have.
A third gleaming Premiership trophy to add to the collection, a green army of players now immortalised. James Burridge, BBC Look East, Northampton.
That looked fun. OK, time for a look at the weather. Here's David.
Good evening. Our heat wave has started and the temperatures continuing to rise. It's going to be a hot day tomorrow. Perhaps late in the day, the risk of a thundery shower, but that's a small risk. And we now have an extreme heat warning valid from Monday through to the end of the day on Thursday because of these exceptionally high temperatures. It's going to be a muggy, mild night, a few shallow mist patches, temperatures down to between 14 and 16 degrees. And tomorrow, a fine day, but then later in the day, just a little more in the way of cloud creeping in from the northwest that might trigger an isolated shower. But it's going to be a hot day for all of us with a top temperature between 26 and 30 degrees Celsius. And even hotter than that as we go from Tuesday through to Thursday. Bye for now.
Goodness me, mine need to sit in the fridge. OK, there's more news on your local pages, the BBC News website, and the app. Will be back with Breakfast Bulletins just before 6:30 tomorrow morning. But that's it from the late team. Good night.